Hi, welcome back to my channel on Bam Glam DIY. So today I want to show you how to make this very beautiful transparent glycerin soap base. It's a melt and pour soap base, so you can actually cut it up, melt it back on fire, add your additives, your scents, and recreate it into something beautiful and palatable that will suit you, suit your customers, and suit your household. So this soap base is actually one of the hardest soap to make, I must say. There are so many recipes online on how to make it using different types of oil. Today I'll be showing you how to make it with a very cheap oil. I'm actually using a very clear and quality palm kernel oil to make this, and not even coconut oil. Can you imagine that? And with that, I still have a very transparent soap base that I can play around with and make different colors out of it. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. So to make this, you're going to measure out your oil. Don't bother yourself. The recipe will be here in the video, and it will also be in the description box below. Description box is actually the caption of the video, so the recipe will be there. So you need to measure your oil and also add in some stearic acid into it. What I'm adding right now into this oil is stearic acid. Stearic acid will help the soap to harden as quickly as possible, because you wouldn't want to waste time when you are making your beautiful melt and pour soap samples. So adding this stearic acid into your oil, place it on heat to dissolve it, and once it's dissolved, then we can get back into making the soap. Then also measure your sugar. Please, this is the table sugar crystal, the normal sugar you use in eating, in baking cake. That is it. Measure all that sugar and dissolve it to the quantity of water that is I also wrote down on the screen. Just dissolve it and set it aside. Then the next thing you're going to measure out is your glycerin. Measure out your glycerin and set aside, and you also measure your ethanol and set aside. Please, I know some persons do ask, can I use methanol? Please, no. If you use methanol, it will be cloudy. Use ethanol. Some persons also ask, can I use IPA, which is isopropyl alcohol? I think it can work though, but I think it's more expensive compared to ethanol. So ethanol is your best bet. If you want to have what I have, use what I used. Now, what I'm measuring right now is my caustic soda. Dissolve your caustic soda in water, and you need to use the caustic soda while it is still hot. Should I repeat myself? After dissolving your caustic soda, use it while it is still hot. You don't need it to cool down. Now, adding your caustic soda into your melted oil. You can see how the oil looks now. The stearic acid have all well dissolved. Adding your caustic soda into it, it will immediately try to crumble up instantly. Immediately the caustic soda adds to it. Just blend very well, and then you cover it for the soap to gel or to saponify to some extent. I'm covering it to be able to retain some heat in it. Meanwhile, this is my sugar water. It has actually very well dissolved. I will now add in my glycerin into the sugar solution, and then I'll place it on heat and cover it and heat it up to about 100 degrees centigrade. It needs to be hot before you make use of it. So mix it very well. Use a foil, cover the surface, and place it inside your double boiler for it to heat up. While it's heating up, let's continue with the rest of the production. Please bear in mind you can use coconut oil for this recipe, and you can also use a blend of coconut oil and castor oil to also make it. But I'm using a single oil because I want this recipe to be cheap. I'm trying to achieve a transparent melt and pour soap base using only single oil that is also cheap without making use of coconut oil. Coconut oil is one of the most expensive oils where I'm staying. It's about 18,000 naira per liter, while palm kernel oil is cheap. And these two types of oil are also oils that foams very well. So I'm trying to replace what is known with what is affordable. So making use of this palm kernel oil will actually help me to reduce the cost of the production. Do you know that glycerin melt and pour soap base is one of the most sought soap in the market in the cosmetic world? Apparently, every family, household, businesses needs it to recreate beautiful designs that will make their product to stand out. You can work in colors, work in fragrance, work in glitters, and create things that are beautiful and exceptional for somebody to look at. After making this soap, I'll be making different types of soaps of soap creations with this melt and pour soap base. And don't worry, just subscribe to my channel and you'll learn more. Now, Once the soap has gelled, open it. I know you'll be wondering how many minutes did I leave the soap. I know you want to know how many minutes I left the soap to cook. I left it for about 10 whole minutes. I covered and left it for 10 whole minutes. Remember that the light solution was hot and also the oil itself was hot because I have to heat the oil on fire with the stearic acid in it. Now, add in the ethanol. What I added now was ethanol. Once you add in the ethanol, it will try to dissolve the soap butter. Now, using your hand blender, immersion blender to start whisking it up so that it can dissolve. Then gradually add in your hot sugar solution and your glycerin solution. Remember that I combine the sugar solution and glycerin together. I know that there are different ways, or should I say, I know that there are more professional ways to make this glycerin melt and pour soap base, where you have to use propylene glycol, sorbitol, etc. But to be honest with you, buying coconut oil that is expensive, sorbitol, that sometimes it may be difficult for you to even see it, is a type of sugar, by the way. I'm replacing that sorbitol with sugar in this recipe, and then propylene glycol is also on the roof. So I know those other methods that incorporate sorbitol, propylene glycol, etc. will give you a factory quality of melt and pour soap base. But trust me, you will be surprised with the outcome of this. So try it out. You will be actually be surprised that it will give you what you're the quality of the melt and pour soap base you are also buying in the market. Please, before you ask me if you can incorporate foaming agent like cocoa bitin or cocoa amide into this, no. If you incorporate it into it, it will make it to be cloudy. And then the next question people normally ask, can I superfat because it's coconut oil or palm kernel oil? No, don't superfat. Nobody's saying you. Please don't superfat. If you superfat, you will have a cloudy soap. In fact, the soap will be oily. So after adding in my glycerin and my sugar and waiting for a very long time, everything has dissolved. Now at this point, you can place it on heat to make sure that everything is well dissolved and completely clear. You can see how it looks like now. It looks like water, right? So if you want to place it on heat, just for a minimal 5 minutes. But bear this in mind: if you want to place it on heat, you must cover the surface. You must use a foil and cover the surface to avoid evaporating your alcohol. After which you can now pour it straight into your mold for it to solidify. Once you pour it into your mold, you have to wait for at least 48 hours, for a day to 2 days, for it to properly solidify. This is because this is the first time you are making this soap. So if you actually cover the mold after pouring the soap, you can see I'm using plastic. Don't go and pour it into something that will make your soap to leak away. Remember, the texture is like water, so it can easily drain out if you pour it into a container that is not actually very suitable for it. I use a plastic container that I even have cover because I know I have to wait a long time. So now let me get back to the hardening time. It will take at least a day or two before the soap is completely hardened. By the third day, you should have a very sound soap. Now, if you want to reduce this hardening time, place the soap in a refrigerator. Not freezer. I did not say you should go and freeze your soap. Just a refrigerator where the environment is actually very cool enough, and then allow the soap to solidify there. By the third day, you should be having a soap that is rock hard. This formula I'm sharing with you now will give you rock hard soap that is not soft. You'll actually be surprised with the outcome of this soap after you must have finished making it. And no, it doesn't dissolve in the bathroom as quick as possible. No, it actually takes its time because I use this soap. And does it foam? Of course, it's going to ladder. It will ladder. So this is me bringing out the soap after waiting for some time. I have to place mine in the refrigerator so that it can be as quick as possible for me to complete the shooting of this video, and you can see how beautiful it looks like. Are you not amazed with the outcome of this soap? By now, you must have dropped that thank you for me in that comment section. By now, you must have dropped that like, clicked on the like button, and subscribed to my channel because you'll be learning more of these beautiful things on my channel here. Now, let's cut the soap up so that we can see how it looks like. This is what we are doing now. It was so beautiful when I opened this soap. I was like, wow, 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 wow. Balm Glam Akane Mencha one. The soap is beautiful. Oh. You are just seeing it from the video. This soap, when you make it, you will just be shouting, "Oh God, I created this beautiful thing just from watching this video from Bam Glam channel." Can you see how transparent it is? You can even see my whole fingers from the other side of the soap. This soap is so beautiful and amazing. And now, if you should remelt this soap and use it to create something else that is very beautiful, it wouldn't take time to harden this time around. The second time you are remelting the soap and cooking the soap, it will be faster to harden. So just throw me the flowers, throw me some flowers because this is so amazing. I know you must have liked this video and subscribed to my channel. Just click the like button, subscribe to this channel. You'll be learning amazing things every time, every week from this channel. And one of the best ways to store your glycerin soap base is in a cling film. You should actually wrap it up with a nylon to protect it. Remember, there are so much added a lot of glycerin in it. Glycerin is a humectant, it dries moisture. You wouldn't want to leave your soap naked. It will draw moisture from the atmosphere and make the surface of the soap the way you wouldn't like. So always wrap it up or put it inside a seal container the way you also see it. People who sell it from the cosmetic store it. If you also use it to make soap, always wrap it. Wrap your soap and then you can use it and make beautiful creations. I can't wait to receive your messages on my DMs on WhatsApp where you must have tried out this recipe and gotten a very beautiful outcome. And I'm waiting to receive all your messages. This soap is stunning. This soap is beautiful. And it foams. It foams very well. Even with the amount of solvent that we added to it, it's still giving luxury. It's still giving, oh God, who the checker? Thank you all for watching to the end of this video. Bye. Love you all. Please do well to subscribe to my channel. Increase your watch time on my channel. Share my videos so that other people will also know that I exist. Thank you all.